ICP is waking up after a gigantic dip. It is holding quite strong, but the real reason why I am buying more right now, I will tell you in this video. In this video, I want to talk first about what is going on inside the market. Think about Bitcoin, altcoins and stuff like that. After that, we're gonna talk about something nice that you will love. There is a $300 free surprise for you waiting if you watch this video. So if you want to know how you can claim this free $300, you need to watch this full video. And of course, I want to talk about the ICP chart and together with the huge announcement of the Doge integration and what does this mean for the ICP project. So first, we see the bubble maps of last week. Of course, we can all remember the huge correction of Bitcoin all the way down to 80K, but everything seems like recovering. Of course, we are not back at all-time high, but slowly, step by step, we're getting higher. And one of the reasons that I'm buying more ICP right now is if I look at the history of Bitcoin. And yes, maybe some of you are thinking right now, why do you talk about the Bitcoin chart? So if you are investing into altcoins, it's really important to understand not only the altcoins, you need to also look at specific charts and why it could be a good opportunity to get into altcoins. And one of the reasons is the Bitcoin chart showing us a huge signal that only happens in the once every 3 or 4 years. And I'm talking about the weekly RSI. So first of all, what is the weekly RSI? At the bottom, we can see the RSI. And every time when it was below 30, you can see it here in 2022, we can see it in 2018 and in 2015. Every time when the RSI was there, it was a good buy opportunity for the next weeks and months. I am not saying tomorrow or something. It is only because when we zoom in here, it was a good buy opportunity. It is almost the bottom, but not exactly because we cannot predict the future. But historical scene, it is a good buy opportunity when the RSI is that low once every 3 or 4 years. Same happens here in 2018. It was the absolute bottom for Bitcoin. And we all know what happens, right? When Bitcoin performs well, most of the time altcoins will perform well. And for our altcoins, we need to look at the ETH BTC chart. That is this chart. And this chart shows us the power versus ETH versus Bitcoin. When we go up, it is Ethereum season. When we go down, it is Bitcoin season. So we are seeing right now, we found a nice bottom after Bitcoin season. We now see Ethereum season. Then we see a Bitcoin season. And currently, when we zoom in, it seems like ETH versus Bitcoin wants to break out. And this is super bullish if we go higher from here with this chart for all of our altcoins. So together with all of this information, and of course with the huge development of the ICP network and looking at the ICP chart, I want to buy more ICP here. And what are my targets? Where do I buy? Because I am not buying $1,000 or $5,000 all in once. No, I have a strategy for buying during this period of the market because we cannot predict the future. And everybody was saying they do, they are lying. And before I tell you more about my price targets and my price strategy for hopping into the ICP, for buying more ICP, I want to highlight two things. The first one is, I told you about the $300 free airdrop, right? So yes, you are hearing it right. In the description of this video, you can claim your free $300 airdrop position on BLOFIN. I'm trading myself a lot on BLOFIN and I talked with them like, hey, can I do something for my community? I want to give them something back since I'm using your platform that much. They said, yes, we can give you a free $300 airdrop. So what do you need to do? Go to the description of this video, click on the link, and then this page will open. June X BLOFIN free $300 future position. Any project you can do. So you can click on ICP, open a free $300 airdrop position. So what you need to do is sign up through my link and that's it. Then you will be liable. New users who sign up through June's referral link will get a liable reward details. It's a $15 position times 20x leverage. So it means $300. Only limited for the first 1,000 people. So that is the first thing. If you hate free money, then don't do it. But if you like free money, of course, check out the free airdrop campaign for that. The second thing is the sponsor of this video, before I continue talking about my price targets where I buy more ICP, is Bitcoin Hyper. And Bitcoin Hyper is a project that wants to build a layer 2 project on the Bitcoin network. And we can see the fastest Bitcoin layer 2 chain scalability and speed for Bitcoin are finally here. Currently, the guys were able to raise $28 million, and they're not building just a meme coin. They're building a whole ecosystem, a wallet, an explorer, a bridge, a staking page. Even after buying, you can stake your tokens straight away and get some APY on it. And they have also a little bit of focus of meme coins. And if you think right now, hey, this is something that I like, I want to get more information. So the link to this website is inside the description, and then you can check it out yourself. And if you want to buy and grab your early access to this project before it's on the market, there is an option to buy it with crypto or with your card. So how does this work? So layer 1s is, as an example, Bitcoin. There you have your Bitcoin stored, or ICP. And then built on that is a layer 2 project, which gives the possibility through a bridge to transfer your tokens to the layer 2 project, which is way faster, way cheaper, way more secure. It can be anything. Like, they building it on top of the layer 1 to improve it. And that is exactly what Bitcoin Hyper is building. So check it out yourself, do some research on the project, and let's continue the video. So the ICP chart, what I am doing myself is, first of all, we couldn't break the downtrend, but there is one thing that we can notice, and that is this, is that we see this white line. And yes, it sounds simple, but you see the reaction, right? You see how high we go, and then out of nothing, we have a huge correction. So this means people are selling on this white line. They're thinking, hey, let me take some profits here. And currently, when we zoom in, we see that we find a price stabilization between those two yellow lines. So what I'm doing is, I bought on this yellow line. I bought it as a target for myself. Why? Because I think, hey, we get a potentially bounce from here. If I have $2,000 or $5,000 to spend, as an example, I have $5,000 in total, 5K. I have a plan for myself. Okay, if we get to this level, I'm buying $1,500. So 1500. If we get a bounce, I'm in. If we go lower to the second target, I do another $1,500. Why? Because now my average price is here at the current level. And if we get a bounce from there, then I'm way faster break even, because this game in crypto is not about playing greed or with fear. You need to play smart. And if we go lower to the all-time low of ICP, and that is at around $2.80, then I have $2,000 left. And maybe we will not get there. Maybe, I hope, like sooner the better, of course. But if we get a correction to the lowest point and we get a bounce, then my average price is also way lower, which means I'm faster break even. You want to protect your capital. Every euro you lose, you cannot invest in the future. So that's my strategy right now. I'm dollar cost averaging into the chart. And of course, you have also another possibility if you think like, hey, I cannot predict the bottoms. I don't want to draw lines as a target. Also, a possibility is for yourself like, hey, I have this amount of money and let me buy it every week. So with that, you also have an average price of this period of 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I suggest to have a minimum price of, hey, where do you start buying? I think this bottom area is a good area for myself. And once we break above $6.20 or $6.30, that is the moment I stop buying in dollar cost averaging. And every buy that I did was nice. And then, of course, we keep an eye on the chart for the future, and we want to get back to potentially this area of $20 or $15. But it's really smart to have your targets beforehand for taking profits. Even if the tech is the best, have a plan for yourself. Then I told you about the integration, right? So whoa, Dogecoin integration on ICP is live. So much native Doge utilities, so much smart contracts access, so much bridgeless DeFi. So what does this mean for us as an ICP holder and of course a Dogecoin holder? We can see this means Dogecoin DeFi is now possible. Meme coins can run on a real layer 1 Doge. AI agents can literally spend Doge themselves. Apps can tap 100 GB of computer on the internet computer, and many more nice things. And I think really this is a strong combination. Why? Dogecoin have a huge community, and also ICP have a dedicated community, and together they can like support each other and they can grow both projects and both the visibilities for the both ecosystems. So guys, this was my video about ICP, and maybe you're new to the channel. So if you want to see more videos about ICP, let me know in the comments, like, hey, more videos about ICP, where do I buy, where do I sell? Because I would love to make them for you, to inform you about these kind of topics. Let me know in the comments, and I see you in the next one, guys. Cheers, bye.